When I discovered that I was losing my hair, I became very self-conscious and felt like people were looking at my head when I was out in public, and it just didn't feel natural. I know men lose their hair, and that's a natural process, but it just doesn't feel the same for a woman to lose their hair, I think. And so I would find myself combing over or trying to do things to cover the baldness. And it finally got to the point that I just couldn't cover it anymore, and got even more self-conscious about how I looked with my bald head. And basically that's what I was becoming, was a bald-headed woman. So I had to do something if I was going to improve how I felt about myself. I was very apprehensive the day of the transplantation, and was very pleased to find that it was a very comfortable day. Dr. Hale and his staff made me feel very, very easy, and I didn't have any pain. I was in control of the TV, which they let me watch as I was having the transplantation. I don't normally get the remote control at my home, so that was a plus. They fed me and just ensured that I continued to be comfortable throughout the process. Following the transplantation, I got a phone call from Dr. Hale, and then I came in back to the office for follow-up visits, and he actually checked me himself, and I felt very good about that. He didn't have staff doing that, and he could look at the site and see that everything was going good. He gave me his home and cell phone numbers to call if I needed him, so I never felt like I was left out on a limb and to take care of myself if I needed him to help me. Having the hair transplantation, having the new hair, made me feel better when I got dressed up to go out. I had this full head of hair, and I just knew I looked better. I wasn't self-conscious. I felt like it made me look younger, and just can't emphasize enough how much better I felt about myself. When I see people who knew me before I had the transplant and who see me now, they just tell me how much better my hair looks. I even passed the mother test. She thinks it looks great, and my husband thinks it looks great, so I'm very pleased that I had it done. To all you women who are watching this, I would encourage you to call Hair Restoration Center. Having a full head of hair again has just made a huge difference in me, and I've talked to many women who've had it done, and they just think it's a great thing to do. It certainly made a big difference in my life. I just love my new hair.